Good morning, students. Before starting the topic, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Udayasankar Kumar, and today I will discuss the topic SN2 reactions, or you can say SN2 mechanism from the organic chemistry. See, various types of the concepts from the previous topics will be used to understand these topics. I think all of you are known about that. But if there is any problem, yeah, for some of the students who are totally unknown for for these topics, yeah, what I will use the term from the previous topics. At that time, I will explain about that little bit. I will explain about that to understand, to make you all understand. See, come to the SN2 reaction. S for substitutions, and N for nucleophilic, and 2 for biomolecular. So we called, or we can say we read SN2 by biomolecular nucleophilic substitution. To understand the mechanism of the SN2 reaction, come to this figure. Here I have taken one carbon, and from this carbon one bromine is attached, one phenyl is attached, one methyl is attached, and one hydrogen is attached with different types of three-dimensional bonds. I think all of the students are known about that, but again I explain it. See, this single line represents the bond formed on the plane of paper. I am talking, suppose this is the plane of paper, this bond represents it is formed on this paper, on this plane of paper. And talk about this bond. See here, this bond is called by dashed line bond, and it represents away from the plain paper, or we can say that it is below of the plain paper. That means this bond is away from the observer. Now come to this bond. This is called solid wedge or solid thick bond. It represents the above the plain paper, or we can say that it is towards the observer. Suppose me and you are the observer. In difference of me, this bond is towards me, or we can say that this bond towards you if you are considered as the observer. So already we are known for this type of bonds. Okay, now how the nucleophile will attack on this carbon. So before that, first of all, I say in SN2 mechanism, the nucleophile will attack on the stereogenic carbon. That means stereo center. That means compound must have the stereo center. That means compounds must have the chiral carbon. What does it means? Stereogenic, or we can say chiral center. The C, all four valence of the carbons will be attached with all four different groups. We can say that carbon is stereogenic carbon, or that carbon is considered as the stereo center, or we can say that is the chiral center carbon. Okay, so it is clear the compounds must have the chiral centers, or in other words, compounds must be optically active. So when it will be optically active, the compounds have chiral center. Already I have discussed. Now when nucleophile will come to attack on this carbon, there are two possible ways. One is either from this side, which is called front attack, or one is from this side, that is called back attack. But see here, bromine is present, which is also in electron rich species. So there will be repulsion between the bromine and the nucleophile. So to attack on the carbon, there is a less chance for the nucleophile and greater chance from the back sides. That's why SN2 mechanisms are possible by the attacking of nucleophile from back sides. Therefore I have written the points here. See, all SN2 reactions proceed with backside attack of nucleophile. Clear? Okay. Now another point is that when nucleophile, another point is that when bromine is departed from this carbon, so it will be more electronegative, so it acquire, see in this figure, it acquire partial negative charge and partial positive charge will be left on the carbon where the nucleophile will come to attack. Okay, so when nucleophile is going to attach with this positive centered carbon and bromine is departed from the this positive and this carbon, this phenomena occurs simultaneously. That means bond formation and bond breaking both will occur simultaneously. That's why we can say SN2 mechanisms occurs in one step, means it is completed in a single step. Okay, and in SN2 mechanism there is no intermediate is formed. But you can say, sir, what is this? This is the transition state. When nucleophile is going to attack on the estrogenic center carbon, there is a there will be a stage which come called transition state, and this stage is very unstable. Why? See, the carbon consists only 4 valence, but here we see there possibility of 5 valence, which is not possible. That's why it is very unstable case. That is very unstable case. When the product is formed, that means when bromine is completely departed from the carbon and nucleo is completely attached to the carbon, the product is so formed. Which is change in the nature. Now talk about the nature means what? Inversion. See here, phenyl and methyl are lying back of the carbon, back of the estrogenic carbon. But in this product, what we see, phenyl and methyl is on the ahead of the carbon, means it is shift towards the right of the carbon. How? Because see here, when nucleophile is going to attack on the carbon, the bond present nearer the nucleophile will experience more repulsion, and that's why it shifts towards the ahead of carbon. See here, this is the ahead of carbon. Methyl here is the left of the carbon, but here methyl is the right of the carbon, and phenyl is the left of the phenyl is the right, phenyl is also right of the carbon. This is called inversion compound, right? Okay, so what we see, nucleophilic SN2 nucleophilic substitution complete in single step. And one more important points we have learned here, both breakage of the bond and formation of the bond occurs simultaneously. And second one more important will come, what is the kinetic nature of these reactions. If I talk, the kinetic nature of this reaction is second order. Why second order? Here we see there is the two reactants. One is nucleophile and another one is the compound on which the nucleophile will attack. And one more important term is substrate. Substrate is the compound on which the nucleophile will attack is called substrate. So there are two reactants. The nucleophile on which compound will attack is called substrate. So we can say there are two reactants. One is the substrate and another one is the nucleophile. So kinetic nature, if we see the rate is directly proportional to concentration of substrate and concentration of the nucleophile. So SN2 reaction is second order reaction. Okay, clear? Now see, this is the what already I have discussed. This is the inversion compound, and also it is called Walden inversion. Okay. Now see here, reactant. See here the reactant. This is either the substrate and the product. Both of these are not enantiomer to each other. How? Because if you see the mirror image of the substrate, you will not get the product. If you see the mirror image of the product, you will not get the reactants. And also it is are superimposable in nature. So we can say that reactants and product are not enantiomers. So it will always means SN2 reaction always gives single stereoisomers, and sign of the optical rotation may be changed or may not be changed. Both will happen. On this, I think all of you got it. Okay, very good. Now I discussed on this concept the question which is already asked in the IIT. See here, IIT 2011, a question is coming, already question is asked. In SN2 reaction at an asymmetric carbon of a compound always gives, first option is an enantiomer of the enantiomers of the substrate. Already I talked, the reactants and products are not enantiomers because they are not non-superimposable, they are superimposable. Very good. B of, so this option is not correct. Second option is a product with opposite optical rotation, not possible. This is also incorrect. A mixture of diastereoisomers, not possible. And D, a single stereoisomers, it is possible. Already I have seen here it, the SN2 reaction form the product which is single stereoisomer, because this product don't have the enantiomers, right? So if you once got the concept of the SN2 reaction, you can easily solve the problems whatsoever the question asked in the IIT within 2 to 3 seconds. Already I have discussed. See here, the question is given, but option is already, option are the given. So which option will be correct? The option D will be the correct. So within 2 and 3 seconds already question is solved. So next, come to the another example. See here the nucleophile acetate ion, and I have taken the substrate methyl bromide. So already I have discussed, nucleophile will attack from the back side. Where will attack on these carbons. That means this bond, this bond attached with the bromine, will be departed from here. It is called the leaving group, and partial positive charge will develop on the carbon. From this carbon, acetate ion will be attached, and product looks like this. See here, CH3 C double bond CH3. Okay, another example I will give. See here, carbon attached with the chlorine, CH2 CH3 and CH3 and the hydrogen, and the nucleophile from the NaSH. See here, Na plus and SH minus, and the SH minus will be the nucleophile which will attack from the back sides on this